Hello again, welcome back. So let's just move on real quick. So you can see I've added some additional LEDs. I've added 3 more LEDs to it. I've added 3 more resistors to the circuit. And I have them hooked up to pins 2, 3, 4, and 5 on the Pro Mini. And the LEDs are all hooked into ground, and if you recall from the last video, the grounds are in fact tied together at this end of the long board, and it's then grounded to the Pro Mini here, and we can start playing with it. So I have a piece of code already up on the screen. One of the things I wanted to show you real quick is recall from the last video I said you could use 1s for outputs and 0s for inputs, and you can set 1s for highs and 0s for low. This whole bunch of code right here we can simplify quite a bit. I'm going to go ahead and just delete all of that. I'm going to do something called DDR port D. Data direction register. I'm sorry, it took me a moment to remember that. It's the data direction register, and I'm going to set it equal to, I'm going to put in a binary value, and it's an 8-bit processor, so it's going to be 8 different things. And we want to do is we want to set the direction. Instead of saying output or input, we can do it with just one line. I'm going to put a bunch of zeros there right after that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We need to set the direction of port D. Let me show you this real quick. Pop this up. So here's the actually it's not quite the right processor, but the pinout's the same. Look carefully, you'll see that port D, pin 0 and pin 1 are actually committed kind of wholeheartedly to, although you can get around it, to a transmit and receive function. Okay, and then we have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, which are all hooked up to port D. It's a little bit confusing. We'll review it again in a moment in a couple of videos. That if I want more than, if I want all 8 LEDs for an 8-bit LED display, I have to steal a couple of pins from port B. But we're going to be talking about just port D right now, so setting the direction of those. Let me get rid of that. And so 0 and 1 were both set up for the serial transmit and receive. So we're going to get rid of these next 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'm going to set those 4 to output, and hopefully it'll work just the same. And there you go. So we've reduced that down to one line of code. The other thing I want to do, and I should have done it earlier, let's go back and put in that little that void delay thing here. What do I want to call it? Delay. And I'm going to copy. Oops, I only want one line of that to copy. Okay, and then I'm going to replace all of those. That way you can see where it really starts to pay off. Now, if I want to change it, I can change them individually if I want those kind of differences. I can create multiple subroutines so I can call upon them. But if I want to make the whole thing change quickly, so instead of 100 milliseconds, let's go 1 second. I only have to do it. Oh no, what did I do? Oh, look at that. All these copied and pasted, and I never closed the brackets. Ugh. Give me a moment. Sorry about that. A few seconds to our video. I'm too liberal with my copy and paste. there you go. Okay? And I want to change it to something else, make it go really quick. I can do it all now with just one line of code. And change one number and upload it. And there you have it. So I'm going to keep this video real short, and we're going to get ready to put on more LEDs, start doing some switches and some analog inputs, and we'll keep moving. I'll see you soon.